Good afternoon. We got something in the mail today. What is it?
We got first Jeep mods coming up right here. Any guesses? Any guesses? Headlights. Now these headlights now aren't necessarily broken, they're just really bad. So we bought these. They look pretty cool. They're like LED, they got daytime running lights and stuff like that. Yeah. They were like $80.
So yeah, these headlights are super dull. Like the brights on them still don't do anything.
So that's what we're gonna be doing today, but we're also going to be telling our story. Isn't that right, Faith?
Yes. So, in the last video, we talked about kind of telling you our timeline of like how we met. While Clayton installs the headlights.
While we install the headlights. I'm not gonna do all the work. It's our Jeep. So we're gonna be installing the headlights.
While we install the headlights and Clayton does most of the work, okay, I'm gonna tell, and we're gonna kind of like go back and forth and tell our story and.
Lots of stories to come. So we're just gonna hit like a little
story number
right
one.
Now, but we got way more stories coming.
Let's go.
Sal, did you get your popcorn? Are you ready for the story?
I think I'm gonna set you guys right there. So first step, Clayton is PPFing the headlights. I'm really glad you're protecting the $80 headlights very well.
Hey.
Very good, very good.
It's what we do.
So, as I was saying, so Clayton and I, how do I start this? Okay, chapter 1, how we met. Little backstory, Clayton moved to Utah, what, 2013?
Spring or late winter of 13.
So Clayton moved to Utah in 2013, and I moved to Utah in 2016. I moved here and didn't know anyone except my siblings, and so I decided to try some dating apps. Now before you laugh, I used them in order to meet people and go out and meet people because the job I had was super small. There was only like 3 of us working, so it was really hard to go out and meet people. So I got Bumble, and lo and behold, one day while I was swiping, Clayton's lovely picture showed up. And I still have pictures from like our conversation and everything. But anyways, back to yes. The reason why his profile stuck out, one, I mean, he was a very attractive young man. And 2, he had a mutual friend in common with me from like, Michigan. So I don't know, swiped right. I don't remember which way you try to match with the person. But anyways, we matched, and I immediately messaged him, and I was like, "How do you know this person?" And he was like, "Oh, so and so, blah blah blah. I used to live in Michigan." And I was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! I grew up in Michigan. Clayton grew up in Michigan. We had mutual friends, but we never met." So
we went to rival high schools even.
We went to rival high schools, so that means my high school's football team would constantly compete with his football team.
Ours was better.
Mine was better. So we grew up 20 minutes apart. We had the same friends, and we never met. We matched on Bumble. We kept talking. We talked late into the night, 2 a.m. He mentions that he really likes the GTI on one of my profile photos. And I was like, yeah, it's a manual, like I really like cars. And he was like, well, I have a manual Porsche Cayenne 2006. I was like, what? I like Porsches. And he was like, what's your favorite Porsche? And I was like, Porsche 911 Turbo S. And he was like, we gotta meet.
Okay.
So we set up a date for the next day because I really wanted to meet this guy and know what he was all about. And
should I take it from here?
April 6th, 2016. All right, let's do your version.
Okay, so I moved out to Utah 2013. It was like 6.5 years ago-ish. I moved out here, started my detailing company. And we'll probably be telling you guys more about that story in the future. Anyways, I had been going on tons and tons of dates, practicing that. You gotta really practice going on dates. It's a skill you need to learn so you're not awkward and a weirdo. So I was practicing that, and then I matched with Faith. She was very eager to hang out with me.
Why? Don't make me sound thirsty.
When we matched on Wednesday, I was like, hey, I'm gonna be going and doing this thing on Friday. You should come with. And she's like, how about no, we hang out tomorrow. I was like, okay. So we hung out the next day. So the first time we made eye contact and met was really, really funny. So do you guys remember when we wrapped the Stradman's Gallardo, and we're working in that underground garage. Yeah, that garage is where I learned how to rap. I became friends with James. We wrapped his car. Faith and I first met in that garage, and so that garage is pretty important to us. But, so I was texting Faith, gave her the address to the garage. She pulls in, and she's just in this lonely, dark garage with nobody around. And then maybe a few minutes later, James and I pull in the Cayman in the Gallardo. And but James was on our first date, but also like right when I met Faith. James was like just standing there awkwardly.
I met both of them at the same time. April 6th, 2016. That's a good day. It's a good day for all of us.
And then
the next day we hung out, went to a car meet.
Yeah, so
and then the next day we hung out and went on a date. And then the next day we helped James film. If you remember James's Ford GT driving experience way back, that was me and Clayton's 4th date, and I helped film.
Oh, yeah, see, 4th date.
So, anyway, so that is the boring story of how we met.
I don't think it's that boring.
Everyone,
I think it's pretty unique.
Every time we tell someone, they're like, if that isn't fate, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
Quick update.
Well,
old headlight is out.
This is out.
Are you splicing?
Yeah, so the original lights don't have like a daytime running light feature, but these ones do. So I'm like tapping into the side reflector light so that we can have some cool daytime running lights.
Okay.
Or at least I hope they're cool.
Well, they look pretty cool online, so. Yeah. You're doing awesome.
Thanks.
Well, after this is done, if we're still on time, we're gonna take it off-roading, so. Ayo. That looks nice.
Yeah, I'm just now realizing we probably should have tested it before I put it back in.
Oh.
But I got one more screw, and then I guess we'll see if it works. Okay, you ready? You guys ready to see if it'll work?
Yeah.
All right, let me know if the daytime running light works now.
Yep.
Okay, what about the headlight?
Oh, geez, yeah.
Right?
Yeah!
Nice.
Yeah! Is she done?
I think so.
You checking her out?
Oh, I was just seeing how you adjust them because I feel like the lights are going to be too low. But we'll figure it out. Whatever.
I think they look awesome.
Yeah,
wow,
better.
I actually really like those.
Yeah. $80, dude. Can't beat it.
If you guys don't like them, it's okay, but I really like them. So, also, what color should we wrap the Cayman next? The Cayman.
Oh, I already know.
You already know?
But they can guess, or they can pick.
I really like it black, which is its stock color, but because the plan's coming with the Cayman, Clayton wants it to be.
They don't know. They don't know.
Old ones out, boom, new ones in. I like them.
Okay, so we're out here in the Jeep. The Jeep is doing fantastic. The lights are still working. We're headed up to that peak. We're headed up to that peak right there. So let's do it. We're at the trailhead right here. We're about to go off-road. Oh yeah. Off-roading. We also got my Uncle Russ and the Stradman in that Tundra right there.
That rock.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Try it.
Oh yeah, I don't know. All right, we have a makeshift Jeep ramp.
It's Jeep stuff. You wouldn't understand.
Okay, let's see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Hey, buddy. You ready to end the video?
So we just, as you could see, we took the Jeep on its off-roading adventure as our new Jeepy. We noticed that the headlights were pointed down a little bit too much, so we gotta figure out how to adjust them. But they were way better than these ones.
good? So much better.
So
Oh my
much
gosh.
better.
Guys, let us know if you liked this video. So this is the first time we've told kind of like stories. So we have way more stories in the future. If you guys like this video, if you don't, just let us know. If you do, also just let us know.
Anyways, so that's going to end today's story time, but we will,
Well, that was fun.
well, yeah, that was fun.
See you later.
We'll see you later, and let us know what else you guys want to see, because we need video ideas.
Cool. See you next time.